The kids are back at school, and yesterday I had to wear a cardigan and a raincoat on the school run. Therefore, I think that it's fair to say that autumn is well and truly here, and with that, a sense that Christmas is just around the corner. Now, you may be feeling frustrated with the fact that Christmas seems to creep forward every year, but I actually welcome it. Not because I love Christmas, I do, but because I love being prepared for Christmas, and I want you to feel the same. This is the Looking After Your Pennies YouTube channel. My name is Charlotte Jessen, and I am here to help people like you get ahead with their finances. It is time to stop feeling worried about money and get educated on how it works and how you can earn more and keep more in your life. Christmas can be a big cause of stress. There might be arguments with your in-laws about when you'll be taking the kids to theirs on Xmas Day, concerns over whether you're going to get your hands on that toy that your kid so desperately wants, and that's before we've even thought about the financial side of things. Christmas comes every year. It's literally the same day every year. You can't say that it is unexpected or it snuck up on you. I am a big advocate for starting your Christmas planning in January, and I personally have been putting £50 aside every month purely to spend on Christmas 2021. But if you're only now thinking about Christmas, what can you do? Well, it's not too late. I have a simple system that will take some of the pressure off. Let's go. So, number one is create a new space. What I mean by this is that you want to create a separate space or savings account that is dedicated for Christmas and Christmas only. Often people have general savings accounts and everything that they're saving for gets bundled in there, and it can get quite messy. You need a clear space to ensure that you protect that money and make it just for your Christmas spending. Now, this could be a current account that you aren't using. I'm guilty of having a few of those. Or it could be a pot or space within your main account. Alternatively, you can open an entirely separate savings account. You don't need to worry too much about things like interest rates, and this is short-term savings. It's more important to have easy access to this account so you can pay it frequently and whenever you need. The next thing is to do your research. This might be the most important step. You need to have a firm grasp on how much you actually spend at Christmas. The best place to start with this is likely going to be looking back at your spending over the previous years. You will want to look at all associated Christmas costs. This includes gifts, food, Christmas cards, gift wrap, travel to visit family, parties, outfits, school jumper day at your kid's school, and things like teacher gifts too. You want to add it all up. I would err on the side of overestimating too, because then that way you'll have too much rather than too little. It is easy to forget about some of the smaller expenses, and as parents, we can get caught up in the excitement and end up buying our kids all sorts of nonsense. And this is all fine if you have a budget for it and the money there and waiting. So number 3 is to check your day-to-day budget. So now you have a clear idea of what you need to fund your ideal Christmas, then the next thing you need to do is find out where that money is going to come from. The best place to start is your budget. Look at the money you typically have coming in and decide how much of this over the next couple of months you can afford to put in your Christmas pot. If you are worrying about how this might leave you a bit tight over the next couple of months, then remember that it is better to have a couple of tight months now than to bankrupt yourself in November, December. This might mean easing off some other areas, cutting down on the days out budget, which might be easier with the kids back at school. It could mean less takeaways or contributing less to your other savings and investments in the short term. Remember to discuss this with other stakeholders in the house. This could be your partner, your children. You never know, they might even have some bright ideas on a way that you can cut back some of your other expenses too. So number 4 is to sell old stuff. This moves into the realms of raising additional funds to boost that pot. And is there any better way of adding money to your Christmas funds than by selling old stuff? It is a double win. You get more money and you get more space before your house gets filled up with even more stuff. This is definitely one to get the kids involved with. They can recognise the toys that they have grown out of, and they want the space for the new stuff on the big day. Adults can get involved with this too. Clothes, electronics, jewellery, home decor items, we all love a good declutter. And you can use the money that you make for your Christmas fund and use this as a motivation for this task as well. Where you'll sell your items is up to you. I have found that Facebook Marketplace is great for children's toys and furniture, etc. eBay can be great for electronics such as games consoles, and there are some great places out there for selling clothes such as Vinted, but I personally haven't tried this one yet. Number 5 is to start side hustling. Once you've completed all the previous steps, it's time to start looking into a side hustle. Now, I don't mean that you have to set up a small business, but there are plenty of other, quicker ways to make some money. My favourites include things like user testing, market research, online surveys. You can even make a journal to sell on Amazon or just do something entirely different. The key to this is that you want to create money quickly and to ensure that you are funneling that money into your Christmas savings pot. This may mean that you are regularly logging into your banking app to move money around, and that's okay in the short term. So now you've got something set up for this year, what can you do about next year? Well, next year it would be good to do things a little differently. If you're someone that hasn't made a financial plan for Christmas in the past, then well done on thinking ahead this year. But next year you can get super organised, then the whole thing will feel like a breeze. That Christmas pot account, whatever it is that you are setting up this year, just leave that open. Then from January, take 1/12 of whatever you need to spend on Christmas and add that to the pot each month. The money can either come directly from your salaries, your wages, or you can commit to funding it each month from side hustles. Either way, it's going to be far less stressful doing it over 12 months than it is if you try and squidge all of that hard work into the last 3 or 4 months of the year. I hope now that you feel a little more prepared, and if you take the actions that I have laid out in this video, then I am certain that you will feel even better still. I'm going to be sharing more hints and tips on getting ready for Christmas over the coming couple of months on my social media channels. So make sure you go and follow me there. You've got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I will see you in those spaces. Big thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. I will see you next time. Bye.